There are reasons not to do this loan. Let's start there. The city cannot absorb the LVPAC Bankhead construction debt. The LVPAC share of that debt is upwards of $8 to $10 million, depending on what accounting measure you want to use. You can't sell enough seats at enough fair rate to buy down the construction debt on the Bankhead. The city current general fund revenues cannot pick up that debt. They must restructure that debt burden with their giving community and with their bank. What hasn't been discussed tonight yet is an incredible Gordian knot complexity of legal and fiscal issues. In simple form, they have to make payments on their debt in December. They renew the underwriting letter of credit in June. The first installment payment tonight is finishing their prior year debt payment that was deferred in December while everyone arm wrestled with the state of California. And in late December, the state said no. We administratively appealed, and the state said no with finality, forcing LVPAC to court in Sacramento against the state of California. So last year's payment is due today, being the cultural Livermore. The timing stinks. We're trapped, in my opinion. They need more time, but again, I'm going to come back to, we, the city, can't make an ongoing fiscal contribution of the size necessary to save the Bankhead total debt load. It has to come from the private sector. So I would support giving them this especially first draw incremental loan to keep them current so they can continue to negotiate with the Bank of New York Mellon to get their letter of credit renewed and get the whole situation moved into 2014, by which they will have heard from the state of California and hopefully recovered something of their mammoth investment in the other project.
LVPAC. However, as Vice Mayor Gary said, the city is in no position to assume the debt obligations. Just can't do it. So it's the Bank of New York and LVPAC must reach an accord, and that is why 60% of the loan is contingent upon the letter of credit being extended. Because if that doesn't happen, then we are facing a very grim alternative.
You know, the fat's in the fire on this one. There's not much sand left in the hourglass. Whatever metaphor you like, the problem has to be dealt with this year in terms of Plan D. And so I don't want everybody just to say, oh, I can forget about this till 2014. This is all just going to fix itself. We may not get to the second half of the city loan if there isn't a resolution starting this year. So with that final comment, I'd like to move to the staff resolution authorizing execution of a loan agreement with the Livermore Valley Performing Arts Center in the amount up to $475,000, with the phasing and trigger points as set forth in the attached loan agreement, as modified by what staff gave us today, which deleted Section 10 of the agreement, which was carryover language from the county agreement that we don't need in the city agreement, long story short. That's not part of the motion. So the amended agreement minus Section 10 is what I'm moving.
So I seconded it.
Any discussion on the motion? Okay. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Nay.
Okay, motion